Adam Schiff has another point to make in laying out these facts. His argument in this book, sort of writ large, is that before the January 6th attack on the Capitol, of which he gives an absolutely harrowing account in the book, before Donald Trump's impeachment, his first impeachment, for trying to extort the Ukrainian government into going after Joe Biden as his expected political opponent in 2020, an impeachment that Congressman Schiff led and of which he gives a blow-by-blow, behind-the-scenes, gripping telling in this book. Before all of that, it was during the Russia investigation that he saw the beginnings of what would become a full-fledged crisis of democracy in the aftermath of the 2020 election. We often talk about the Republican Party being captured by Donald Trump, becoming this anti-democracy party that we're grappling with as a country right now. But Schiff watched that transformation happen up close in very human and very personal terms, not just in terms of what he observed from Trump, but what he observed from his Republican colleagues, turning into people he literally did not recognize. Schiff says, quote, "That story, the story of how good people were persuaded to abandon their beliefs and ideology, their dedication to something larger than themselves and their ambition, how they came to embrace an ugly nativism that their party had long held at bay, that's the one I wish to tell." By the time the Russia investigation was over, the Republican Party and its leadership in Congress would be broken. The Ukraine misconduct that followed was the logical consequence, not only of Trump's belief that he'd escaped accountability for seeking foreign interference in the 2016 campaign and lying about it, but also of his recognition that the Republicans in Congress would never confront him, never constrain him. They'd been fully and successfully cowed. The die had already been cast. And as we would see following his acquittal during the first impeachment trial, each further proof of GOP acquiescence in his immorality would lead to further abuses of his power. This new book from Congressman Adam Schiff, Midnight in Washington, it's a stunning look at what the Trump years have done to us as human beings. And Congressman Schiff's argument about where we go from here is that it is only human agency, the willingness of individual people to be brave and speak truth to power and bear the consequences of it. That is the only thing that will get us out of what remains an existential danger to us as a democracy.